And we're back with Dubster Dive! So, this might come as a shock, but, Di, did you know that I like Berserk?
Really? Who could have noticed that? You're very subtle about it.
I know! So, yeah, Berserk Memorial Edition. You all knew we were gonna Dubster Dive this. I mean, at least you followed our channel at all in the last year or so. How we've covered everything Berserk. And I'm just happy that the last Berserk Dubster Dive we're doing isn't on... that thing.
Berserk film partners.
Yeah, I love how this says that in it when it's TV series.
Oh. You didn't even hide the fact that most of this is just a rip of the movies.
Apparently they did touch up all the CGI, though. So, there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Berserk 97, apparently Netflix still has the license for that. I'm beginning to wonder if they're waiting to put it out here because they're redubbing it. I hope they get the original voice cast back for that, too, because, yeah, spoilers, they got everyone back for this, which... Gotta give whoever it was that decided that credit, at the very least. I thought everyone would be replaced. I think most people did.
If they attempted to get people back for Shaman King, you would hope.
Yeah, I think Netflix might have learned from Ava. Because the backlash for that was fucking
Company
real.
learning? She's fucking lying.
I mean, hey, Eden Zero, they got Happy back, too. So, and the other two, I guess. But I do love Berserk 97. The only reason I framed it where it's like, it's missing this from the manga is because everyone knows how great Berserk 97 is. But either way, yeah. One other thing I want to mention is, yeah, apparently last time that cut that I mentioned, you know, that combines both the Golden Age films, new scenes, and the 97 anime was called the Band of the Hot Cut. No, it's called the Redux Cut. So... saw a few people I follow also make this mistake, and it's like, is that a Mandela effect? Because I could have sworn I saw it fucking called that too.
You misremembered things. How dare you?
Oh,
you monster.
Maybe I'm retarded. But yeah, so let's get to this. So the Memorial Edition apparently was supposed to actually, in talks as early as the third film coming out years ago, they were already talking about cutting the films up and to make them into a TV series, but it fell through until 2020. And the only reason the talks came back is because they said, hey, our CGI is going to look really dated if we don't touch it up. So why don't we do something for the anniversary of the films?
Touch.
Exactly. And the 25th anniversary of the anime from 97. Which they did add several scenes from that anime to help improve this version, I guess. We'll get to that in a bit, though. And, yeah, then you all know what happened. Miura kind of died, so now this became the Memorial Edition, more or less, the TLDR. Anyway, it would air in October of last year, and the dub was announced, but the dub cast wasn't even revealed until January, when it premiered, and just ended a few days ago, actually.
Yeah.
Did you have fun, Di? With how they got everyone back? What's it?
Damn it, you're supposed to say, I was about to say, I can't believe they replaced everybody with the same people.
I know!
Except for those pesky ad voices.
Yeah. So... first, as far as the animation goes, I mean, it's the same, except touched up to look a little better. That's basically it. I mean, I guess the new scenes are there, which there's like 35 minutes or something like that of new content.
I don't know, then there's the old scenes where they made Griffith even, you know, never mind.
Yeah, that's the dub performances, we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, the animation, the OST, the exact same, except now they have more songs from Hirasawa during the new scenes.
Yeah.
Which I will bring up. Di, do you remember episode 2, opening up with a 4-minute AMV that spoils the entirety of this series? Or the fucking...
yes.
Set to Forces. Again, yeah. I know this was meant for hardcore fans of Berserk first and foremost, but I still don't think this was a good idea. Maybe have this be the ending of Ep 13. You know, like a lot of shows do. Montage everything that came before. Be like, this is how far we've come.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because there aren't people who would start here thinking, oh, Berserk, well, I've always wanted to get into it, and they say it's blah, 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 Golden Age, which is, you know, chronologically the beginning.
Can't wait for the Golden Age remake.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Right, let's get to the reason you're all here, Dubster Dive. So, ADR directors are still Michael St. Nicholas, Stephanie Shea, and Chris Niosi. Yeah, he's one of the ADR directors, too. You break your NDA, and you get a directorial role.
Or you get killed by Guts.
Or you get killed by Guts. Yeah, Niosi's also the scriptwriter, which they didn't really change that much. I mean, there's a couple of scenes I noticed where the script was updated. So Griffith saying to Guts, for example, is, in the movie, it was, I will decide where you will ultimately die. In the new version, it's, I will decide where you ultimately will die. The words were just swapped. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or Guts screaming, your cocky attitude makes me sick in the movies, to now it makes me sick to my stomach. Basically the same thing. Again, there was no reason to touch the script up, so they largely left it alone. Because the script was already really accurate.
Minor differences at best.
Yeah.
Except some of the scenes with Griffith made him come off being gay and gay.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Especially the one between him and Guts and early.
Yeah, so speaking of which, since they got everyone back, a lot of these people haven't voiced in shit in years.
Yeah.
A lot of them haven't really missed anything. Particularly like Casca, Carrie Kiernan still sounds perfect. It doesn't sound like she's really changed at all.
That's because there is something poking you.
Exactly. Mark, people pointed out, and I agree, does sound a little gravelier. Like, would fit older Guts, but again, there's nothing you could do there. Because it's been 10 years, guys. Yeah. I'd say the one that's most notable, and I'm pretty sure you hear it too, is Griffith.
Yeah.
Some people said he sounds like Yuri Lowenthal now. You know, Yuri's deeper voice. And it's like, after hearing that, I kind of hear it too now, when people said that. It's not bad, it's just different, I guess. Like, his voice is definitely deeper this go-around.
I mean, it's been 10 years, so you'd expect it.
Apparently, I heard he was also really pissed about not being brought back for Griffith in Berserk 2016. Well, you weren't missing much, Kevin. I'm sorry, man. Then again, if there's one thing that would have made that more bearable, it would have been getting everyone back, I guess. You skipped out on that die. You forced Obi to sit through that shit, you asshole.
He loves frying pans.
But yeah, we're not going to go over everyone, because we already covered the film trilogy at 97, so, you know, links and all that stuff, I guess. But, yeah. One of the other things is G.K. Bowes is now the princess for the entire series, instead of just in the second two films. So
it's a very minor change.
Yep. Hey, they got T.J. Storm back and his boss gone, and we thought he'd be replaced. I mean, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the one major character who only gets like a 5-minute scene here, but it's much more major or whatever in the other one, is Sagat. He's the one that attacks the Band of Hawk, if you remember, in the third movie and tries killing your waifu. In the original movies, he was J.B. Blanc. You all know Kano from MK11, or Dojima, or as you call him, Ghostface Dai.
What, that filler Iran car sounded like a Ghostface voice.
Yeah. But now he's Cameron Nycat, who's Pang Noon from Kingdom, or Amadeus from Prince of Tennis. I'm pretty sure that's the sound cadence dub, being as how it's the season from last year. I don't know, something's telling me.
As far as you know.
Again, I mean, I honestly didn't notice much. He sounds different than JB, but that's basically it. Nothing bad or anything. Everyone else, though, they got back. I mean, hey, the ad voices and one-off characters, though, were swapped around. I didn't notice the ad voice recycling anywhere near as bad this go-around.
Yeah, but most importantly, they changed attempted rapist.
Yeah. First it was Sean Schimmel in the 97 anime, then it was Keith Silverstein in the movies. Now it's... Oh, wait, no, it was Patrick Seitz in the movies. Now it's Keith Silverstein. Yeah. But you figure Keith would be more ad voices than he was.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, they got Chris Guerrero, Chris Smith, and Chris Niosi voicing a bunch of ad voices, too.
The invasion of the Chris has begun.
And it will never stop. Ever.
No, especially since there are more and more of them.
Yeah. Now, before we get to the new scenes, which are the ones where the dub really hits its stride, I'm the crazy person that actually went back and watched the films and this to compare, because I'm insane. And honestly, this is a weird one if you all are going to ask which dub to prefer. Some of the takes are better here, but it's also vice versa. Some of the takes are better in the old one, too. It's kind of a weird position to be in.
And you're also trading out those takes for more content.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I guess the Redux cut, they already taught us, the YouTuber announced they're going to add more fucking seeds, so who knows what they're going to use.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Golden Age to finally be complete by taking scenes from every version of it.
So fucking stupid. Oh yeah, Dave B. Mitchell's also a new voice actor they got here too. Well, new for Berserk. He's Gambino now. He's Gearus from MK! Gearus died.
Yeah, he's also Knuckles.
Well, I guess let's get to the new seeds then. So, first scene they added was the Bonfire of Dreams. Yeah, everyone agreed missing that was kind of a major fuck-up in the film trilogy. That scene is kind of extremely important to develop Guts' character. Otherwise... What's up?
It's not important.
Yes, so him leaving the Band of the Hawk totally doesn't come out of left field in the movie trilogy. What are you talking about?
It does not! Anyway, how is your sex life?
Yeah. Well, Carrie Kiernan and Mark Dreisen fucking own this scene. It's actually adapted really well. Which version you prefer between this and the 97 anime of the scene will totally come down to you, I guess. The second scene they added is the new scene at the bar, where Guts is talking to Judo about dreams. Corcus is supposed to be here canonically, and he was in the 97 anime, but fuck Corcus, he got cut. So it's just Guts and Judo now. Remember, Ty, you had your favorite outtake.
Yeah.
You sound like a damn woman. Yeah, again, well-dubbed scene where Judo basically is like, oh no, man, you know, I've never been really good at anything, so I figured I'd get close to one who is good at something and just help them achieve their dream instead, because I'm best friend Kun.
Yeah. I'm also a shipper. The worst kind of person.
Yeah. Now, I'll get to the main scene they added that no one was expecting them to in a minute, but first the other two scenes I want to cover first. So, scene where Rickard is helping them try the Band of the Hawk find a way out by talking to a merchant or something, which I don't think is in the manga at all. Yeah, that's technically completely filler, even though it doesn't hurt anything. Makes you wonder, though.
Wonder Swan?
Wonder Swan. Also, the declaration of war where Guts declares war on demonkind, saying that he's gonna kill all demons and send them down to hell. Etc. That scene was awesome, by the way. Mark went all out with that scream. Speaking of all out, real quick, something else I forgot to mention. The audio mixing in episodes 12 and 13. It's kind of fucked right now, and I really hope they fix that on the Blu-ray release. I mean, Di, you heard it, right?
They'll fix it eventually. They'll just patch your Blu-ray.
Yeah, because y'all could ask Di, or go watch it yourself. Episode 12 in particular, when they're in the astral plane hell world, the sound effects and music overpower everyone's voices. And no, this was not an issue in the film trilogy. it's really fucking bad in this one episode. Ep 13, it's only with the God Hand members, and that's it.
It could also be this could also be an issue because of Crunchy. They're probably shit at compressing shit and uploading it.
That's possible too. So hopefully they fix all the Blu-rays. I hope the Blu-rays include the outtakes, man. That's been a tradition for years.
Masters of fucking it up. I doubt it though.
Speaking of Crunchy fucking up, they never posted anything on this dub even airing on their Crunchyroll Dubs YouTube channel. Yes, don't advertise the fact you got this voice cast back together after this many years for one of the most popular manga adaptations or whatever. Well, totally not.
They're terrible at advertising things.
Yeah.
Well, they're like, huh, there's a dumb meme on Twitter, lol. We're a professional corporation who has way too many employees.
Well, the one scene they did add, though, that I'll get to, the main event, and one every Berserk fan was surprised they added, because it hasn't been in any anime period to date till now, is the Wounds chapter. Which is, you know the one. Guts has a mental breakdown.
Yeah, don't we all?
So, I'll have to break down the scene, which, if you're watching this and are concerned about spoilers, it's like our 4th Berserk vid. You should go watch the series by now already.
The Golden Age has been done this many times. Why are you worried about spoilers?
Yeah, so it's Guts and Casca are basically doing it. You know, they're fucking. But Guts suddenly has a PTSD attack from when he was... Oh, I already said he was raped when he was young. I said this back in the 97 thing. So he starts strangling her out of anger because he's, again, having a PTSD attack. Maybe Casca's into that rough shit.
What?
Well, before he can actually do any real damage, he stops and has a nervous breakdown, basically going insane, going on like, it wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to kill you, Capito. I'm sorry. And Casca, of course, is confused and taken aback by this as she's asking Guts what happened, and he's, again, mental fucking breakdown. Because of what happened. From the 97 anime. Again, the Redux cut will definitely help with that.
Selective adaptation. The Berserk curse.
Well, either way, this is
shit.
What's up?
Look how much shit they skipped just in between 2016.
We don't talk about 2016. That doesn't exist. But yeah, this scene is by far the best dub scene in the whole series of Memorial Edition, easily. There's no music or anything, so Carrie and Mark have to carry it entirely alone, and they do a fantastic fucking job. Especially Mark, who literally has to play a trauma victim having a PTSD attack. I'm sure that could not have been easy. And yeah, anyone who's read the manga knows how the scene ends, and they adapted it very faithfully. With Guts saying to Casca when she's like, you know, blah, 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 I'll be here for you. And he says, we're just licking each other's wounds at this point.
This time I'll be there.
Exactly. Two broken people helping each other together, realizing that they're all each other need. Man, I can't believe people like Berserk. It's like it's well written or something.
The fuck are you talking about? That just sounds made up.
Anyway, enough gush shit about that, though. That scene is fucking phenomenal, and the dub definitely did it justice, as did this anime. It's the thing you could tell the people behind Memorial Edition are genuine fans of the product, but they're limited by budget and other shit, and it really sucks. Because you know full well if they had all the budget in the world, they probably would want to adapt everything correctly. But hell, they weren't talks. What's up?
But that's never gonna happen because Berserk is a cursed series.
Dude,
that will never get past Golden Age.
It really is. Oh, by the way, did I mention this real quick? Speaking of the Wounds adaptation, So, you were saying the viewer discretion is advised thing was on the episode where Griffith's with the princess, right?
Yes.
Yet it's not there during this chapter where Guts has a mental breakdown from when he was raped and flashes back to it.
Oh no, and it wasn't there for the
Casca rape scene. Keep in mind, by the way, for context, Princess Charlotte in the beginning resists, but then Griffith is basically said, don't be afraid, and then she consents. So, yeah, but the actual legit real rape of Casca, that doesn't deserve a viewer discretion. Grade A Crunchyroll. Makes real fucking sense. Maybe this whole show should have viewer discretion.
They were too busy trying to add that instead of making sure they didn't fuck up the audio.
That makes sense. Anyway, though.
Over 1,400 employees, everyone.
Yeah. That's mostly it, though. Again, it's just a more complete version of the film trilogy. So the Redux cuts are definitely going to have fun adding in the new scenes that the 97 anime was missing. And maybe updating the takes that are better, in your opinion. I don't know.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you. Wait, what?
Exactly. MVPs of the dub definitely have to go to Carrie Karen and Mark Derison, especially since they were the ones carrying the majority of the new scenes. I mean, Christopher Crummer wasn't bad as Judo either in the few new scenes he got. But yeah. As far as Griffith goes, I definitely think my favorite portrayal of him is the take from the 2012 film trilogy. That's a me thing. Some people might prefer his more, I guess, mature, older-sounding voice here. But Griffith always struck me as, you know, the sweet-talking, silver-tongued politician type who would always tell you what you want to hear in the nicest voice possible. Whereas here, his voice comes across deeper and more imposing. I don't know. Again, not Kevin's fault. Nothing could defeat the passage of time, after all. And that's not me shitting on the dub either. But I guess I don't know. I'm trying to think, man. Which dub do you prefer at the end of the day? You've seen both of them now.
Not immediately back to back like that.
I mean, there's comparison vids on YouTube you probably could have watched where people...
Like, if I watched some more back-to-back, I could probably tell you where the movie trilogy was fresher in my head.
Yeah, like I said, there's comparison vids on YouTube if you people want to see. What's up?
But they did make him gayer for cuts.
Yeah, they did. A lot of his takes sound like, instead of like, now you belong to me, it's... now you belong to me. Like, it sounds more matter-of-factly instead of condescending. So, it sounds so much gayer this go around. But yeah, I guess for me, the Berserk film trilogy dub is like a 10 in my opinion. This would be right up there, like a 9.5 for me personally. Some of you might disagree, I don't know. Because I've seen fans from all the forums I've looked at seem to be equally split. Some prefer this version, some prefer the film version. Neither are bad here. Whichever version you go with, you're good.
But you always have the option of watching the films and just and
then just jumping to the new scenes.
Yeah.
And they're always on the odd number of episodes, so you're good. 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. That's it. That's where the new scenes are. I know way too much about this series off the top of my head.
Yeah, the eternally cursed series.
Anyways, that's it. We're gonna call it here. So that was Berserk Memorial Edition, and apparently there are rumors that there might be more anime coming in the future. Please let that be true. I really want that to be true.
Don't get your robe up.
I mean, at the time of this, they just announced the manga's coming back after a few-month hiatus. So... that's something too. Totally didn't plan for that either. We were always planning to do this episode. Then literally the day we went to record, it's like, oh, the manga's got its return date announced. I can't wait for the next inevitable countdown, though, where they hype everyone up just for a fucking Blu-ray release.
They're gonna hype everyone up for an NFT!
That's it! Okay, we're getting out of here now. Anyways, guys, thanks again so much for watching. Let us know what you all thought of this. And if you haven't seen Berserk yet, then go watch it. 97 anime is still completely free on YouTube to watch in dub. High definition, too. And the Memorial Edition, I mean, it's up there on a bunch of shit. I'm sure you all know where to find it and stuff.
You know the places.
Yep.
Don't lie.
Alright, guys. Till next time. The next episode we do will probably be something that is inspired by Berserk and actually getting an incredibly good adaptation. Oh, I guess there's that.
Aww.
Well, hope you have a good day. Till then.